This is David talking about how to improve your health, wellness, and fitness by working on your body, mind, and spirit, balancing the triad. Going to continue the trend I've been doing the rest of the week. And today's topic, you don't need to see the entire path to take a step. There are a lot of us. I'm definitely in this category. So let me take a little sidetrack here at the beginning of this. You've probably heard of the different personality tests. Got one that's a little different, and I'll share about that some other time. But basically, there are four kind of aspects. Those that are knowledge based, which is me. I need to know all the details. There are those that need blueprint. How does everything work out? What's the entire plan? How does things go? Those nurturing. How does it help others? And then let's just jump in and take action. Those that just want to take an action seem to be one of the lowest aspects. A lot of people need the information. So let's get back on track here. Yeah, I'm one of the ones. A lot of times I need full information before I even get going. And like I said, this is coming up with getting a chance to reflect back in your life as I lost a loved one. Well, I found out about it on Monday, and the accident happened on Saturday. So it's been a challenged week. Um, Definitely got a chance to reach out to some different relatives. And my father talked to one of his cousins he hasn't too walked to. I talked to someone last night because she just found out. I thought she knew, but anyways, let me get kind of focused here a little bit. Make sure the force is going to be with me always. And the idea was that we get certain situations like that to make us pause and look back at our life and realize, okay, we need to make change. What is it you need to make the change? So a lot of times we can say, okay, we want to make a change. We realize our health isn't that great. We want to improve the health. Yet for some people, it's the notion that they need to see the entire path. They need to know all the details, everything that's going on before they take the first step. And this is something that actually sunk in for me when I went through the cancer, because I had blocked sinus on my right side there for several years, about 2.5 years, and I never gotten checked out because for me, sorry, part of it had to do with not having insurance. Didn't really have insurance. Finances coming in weren't all that great. It's like, okay, how am I going to pay for this? So instead of actually going through, seeking out the information, talk to someone, actually find out what I need to do, what was the process, what was going on, what could I do, where could I get help, I didn't do any of it. I just dealt with not being able to breathe out of one side of my nose and dealing with some annoyances that it is. Plus, I said, okay, it's not really impacting my everyday life. It's an annoyance, yes, but that was it. But that was the mentality. Man, I don't know where this is coming from, but that was a mentality I had, which was more of a coping mechanism to defer me from actually dealing with the main issue. So think about in your life. Is there some areas where you could do better? Whether it is eating better nutrition, starting to exercise, getting better mindset, meditation, wanting to get off some medication, but you choose not to ask the questions. You think you know what you need to do, which may or may not be true. But yet you haven't even bothered to check into it. You haven't even made those first steps. Okay, what can I at least do for right now? And that's one thing we emphasize is with on this channel, on this page here, is making sure you understand. When it comes to taking care of your health, there is 101 different things you can do. But yet let's make sure we pick the one that's going to work for you. It's going to fit into your life, something you want to do. And that's on the differences, because a lot of times we think, okay, I need to do this type of training program. I have to be on this diet. Well, you can. There's also many other ways you can do it. That's why I'll make sure to emphasize here. So take a look at your life. Like I said, watching the videos this week, realize, okay, if you chose to ponder and look back and say, okay, where do I need to make some changes? And I bring most of the stuff I bring up, I'm fully guilty of that I've done in the past or still doing. Parts of this one here, I'm still doing a little bit. Is we don't take the first step because we don't know everything's going on. Even though we know at least one step that will positively take us into that direction. If you're trying to exercise, you're very aware of being able to walk 10 minutes a day will help you out and get you started. If you want to make a difference in eating, going through and making sure and drinking water will make a difference in your day. You learn from here. If you don't have time or haven't learned how to do a full 20 to 30 minute meditation, taking a single breath can make a difference. So it's taking those baby steps, because a lot of times we might not for sure if it's going to work for us until we actually do it. This idea is if you stay put, you're not going to figure things out. But if you start to move, You start to do something. You start to eat this style here. You start maybe doing some of this exercise program here. Then you can figure out as you go through and course correct along the way. You can realize, okay, I don't quite like the way this workout program is going. Okay, but let me go over just here a little bit. Let me try this. Let me tweak it up a little bit, see how this works. Other times it might be going over here completely. We want to change it up completely different, try something else. But you're not going to know that if you stay put. And again, I'm guilty of this as well. It's like talking about yesterday, we got that fear. A lot of times, most of the time, if not 99% of the time, the fear we have has no threat on our physical body. It's all in our head. And I'm definitely guilty of that and still going through it now. But the idea is to be able to say, okay, what can I do? I know I want to go down this path. I'm not for sure exactly how to get there, but at least I know it's this direction here. So what is one step I can take? So you take one step and then you realize, okay, here's the next step. Is the next step to the left, to the right, or is it straight ahead? Then you take that next step, and then the same thing, back and forth. Take the next one. You don't have to see the entire death. You take one step, and the next one will be revealed. But you have to start moving. Working on your health, your wellness, your fitness, by doing your body, mind, and spirit, you have to take those first steps. Take one step, and you're not going to know if it's right or wrong for you. And it might necessarily be wrong. It's just that it doesn't fit your life right now. But you're not going to know that until you take that first step and do it. Then you realize, okay, take a step. Sometimes you might have to take a back step. That's okay. But take that step and realize, okay, where can I move to next? Left, right, forward, east, west, north, south, northeast, southwest, whatever you need to do. Take that one step and then move it from there. All right? So that's what I got for you. Take some time to go through that over the weekend. Realize what's the one step you can take right now. And once you take that step, you'll find at least the next one you can take through and do. All right? So if you want some help on that process, you're not for sure where to go, in the link, let's go through that. In the description, there's a link to my Facebook group with free training in there. Got a variety of different aspects in there to help you get the thought process going. And we've even doing a 100 push-up challenge this week. And just to let you know, push-ups can be scaled to make it easier for you. You can start up against the wall and make those nice and easy, all the way down to one-legged, one-arm push-up, which I'm not even there. So, all right, have yourself a great weekend. We will catch you on Monday. So take care and balancing to you. Bye-bye.